One of the greatest unsolved mysteries of our world is ancient Egypt. We still grapple with questions like how the pyramids were built, like who constructed them, and why some of the gods depicted seem so like but unlike humans. In December 2019, several videos featuring what appeared to be pharaonic stones emerged online, quickly becoming a viral sensation. These stones were claimed to possess unusual properties for their time. Recently, more of these stones have surfaced, and there seems to be a developing explanation. For instance, one of the initial viral videos showcased one of these intriguing objects. As more info becomes available, the mystery surrounding these stones continue to captivate and puzzle its audience. In this video, the man begins by demonstrating how the rock appears to disrupt electrical devices. He then moves on to show a mirror, where the rock notably fails to reflect in its surface. He then proceeds to place the rock in a bucket of water, and before doing so, he appears to consult a set of instructions. Once he drops the rock into the water, this thing begins to boil on its own. Many internet users have claimed that these videos are fabricated, yet there are new ones that continue to come out damn near each week. Here's another example, though this time the details are somewhat different. Just take a look.
Take a look.
In this particular video, not only does the rock become invisible, but the person's hand also disappears from view. Now, whether this phenomenon is genuine or not, we don't know. But if this is true, this is extraordinary. What could this rock be made of? Or what could it contain? Is it some form of alien material? Or could this be something discovered in recent Egyptian excavations from archaeological sites? Despite my efforts to find an explanation, I came up empty. The continued emergence of these videos only adds to the intrigue and mystery surrounding these strange objects. In this specific video, a man uses the rock to stop a watch, while another video featuring a different rock shows it failing to reflect in a mirror. There are even more unusual experiments, such as wrapping it in paper and attempting to set it on fire, with no success. Each new clip adds another layer of mystery surrounding these rocks, these mystical objects. Once the paper was removed from the stone, it burned normally, just like any other paper. Like, this particular stone did not exhibit the boiling effect seen in the others. Instead, it either showed minimal reaction or ignited when placed near candles, which is quite unusual. Additionally, it was demonstrated that certain objects, though their exact composition remains unclear, either were attracted to the stone magnetically or showed no such response. Some viewers were convinced the footage was entirely fake, dismissing it as trickery. For example, saying that when the water appeared to boil, the skeptics suggested there might be a hidden pipe somewhere blowing steam or air. But as you can see in certain videos, the individual is seen moving the bucket around with no visible connection, indicating the water was indeed boiling on its own. And also, other clips showed even more baffling phenomena, like a person's hand disappearing, paper refusing to catch fire, and objects behaving in strange, unexplained ways. These curious details left viewers both fascinated and confused. The more these videos are circulating, the more people are questioning the authenticity of what they were seeing, fueling further discussions and theories across various platforms. When it comes to finding an explanation, I came across similar videos where people were testing objects around this particular stone. Interestingly, the phrase red mercury appears on this stone, which could hint at what these stones are composed of. Many have drawn comparisons between these stones and the pine cones often depicted in the hands of ancient gods in Egypt. These pine cones were believed to grant immortality or some other extraordinary powers and abilities. So, the real question is whether these ancient gods had access to advanced tech that we are just completely unaware of? Or could it be that someone recently uncovered these stones during an excavation in Egypt? What do you guys think is truly happening here? I think the world is vast enough for this to be true. At some point, you've likely come across the concept of skinwalkers, especially if you're a subscriber of my channel. In Navajo tradition, a skinwalker is a mythical being capable of transforming into or taking control of an animal. Often these entities are also described as witches within the lore.
Oh my god. The other one's right here. Where'd they go?
I'm in the forest right now. What? What the f was that?
Navajo tradition, with its roots stretching back hundreds of years, gained wider attention in 1994 when The X-Files aired an episode titled Shapes. And this episode sparked a surge of interest in skinwalkers, eventually later on leading to discussions across platforms like Reddit, 4chan, and YouTube. The topic is especially popular among those who hunt or camp in remote areas. There are valid reasons to avoid camping or hunting alone at night, cause that shit's dangerous. And nonetheless, some seasoned hunters and campers prefer to do it alone. And such was the case with the YouTube channel Abandoned 6.7, where the host decided to venture deep into the woods alone for a hunting trip. And this is what transpired during his solitary expedition in West Virginia.
Hey guys, Abandoned 6.7 on today. Coming out here checking my camp. I ain't been here since the last video was a day and a half ago. Something rubbing through here, as you can see. All that rope was in that little pile. And now it's over there. Something's been in here. I don't see no foot tracks, so whatever it was must have been small. You know what I'm saying? The last time I encountered it was over in that tree line. Once you watched my last video, it was terrifying. Basically, there ain't nothing I could have done to it, cause I only have a pocket knife.
Abandoned 6.7 reveals that he has been experiencing unusual sights and sounds in the woods over the past few days. Recently, he encountered something again, and this time, he managed to record it on camera. Hell, take a look at what he captured.
And then went to look for it. The f***? See that shit? What the f*** was that? What the f***?
In the video, a strange, pale figure can be seen darting swiftly behind the tree line, way too close to Abandoned 6.7. It almost appears as if this entity had been watching him all day. After reviewing the footage multiple times, it seems possible that it could be a person crouching and running, but it's very difficult to confirm this. The creature's eerie look and remarkable speed combined with its near silent movement, makes it a sight to behold, honestly. And after repeatedly watching the video, it evokes memories of a similarly mysterious creature spotted during a tsunami in Japan. The reactions in the comment sections were mixed. Some viewers thought it could be a genuine skinwalker, while others suggest it might be a dog or another animal. What are your thoughts on this? Do you believe it's a legitimate encounter with a skinwalker? Or could there be another explanation? How would you have handled the situation if you were in his shoes? So let's take a look into the phenomenon of skyquakes. Bizarre noises that people often perceive as coming from the sky. These sounds remain a puzzling problem, with no clear explanation for their origin. It's unclear whether these noises truly emanate from the sky, or if they are somehow connected to seismic activity. Recently, a peculiar sound was captured in Ecuador using a dash cam. Take a look. This unusual noise isn't new to Ecuador. Similar sounds have been documented before. For instance, here's another video of a comparable event, and from a recent time.
No es avión, es como un niño de estilo que viene. Escucha, feo. Escucha horrible. Dice que puede ser la capa de la atmósfera, de la masa que choque.
While some speculate that these noises could be related to aircraft or some other mundane source, the duration and nature of these sounds often exceed typical explanation. And even more perplexing is a bizarre sound captured in Spain during the same year. Check this out. To this day, the exact cause of these mysterious sounds remain unknown. Some researchers suggest that they might be related to tectonic plate movements, meteors, coronal mass injections, and maybe even volcanic eruptions. But these theories are not definitively proven, leaving this phenomenon shrouded in mystery. The notion of giants might seem far-fetched, but there's intriguing evidence to consider. For instance, in 2004, researchers in China unearthed enormous fossilized teeth in a cave in BG County. Additionally, in 1991, an archaeological dig at a necropolis in Rome uncovered what is believed to be a complete skeleton of a giant humanoid. This discovery adds to a growing list of potential evidence, and while the debate continues, some people assert the reality of giants, while others argue that it's merely myth.
Oh, oh, fix the fix the fix
Andrew Dawson posted a TikTok video featuring what seems to be a giant humanoid figure standing atop Canoe Mountain in Vail, British Columbia. This footage captured an unusual sight from his camera.
What is it? It's a person, dude. No, seriously, pull over, pull over. There's a person standing there.
No, it's not.
The video was somewhat unsteady, partly because Dawson's friend was reluctant to assist with filming, and it's incredibly challenging to identify whether the figure is truly a giant or something else. However, when the video is viewed in slow motion, the figure does seem to suggest something extraordinary. The clip quickly went viral, drawing millions of views and igniting a flurry of comments. Opinions were split online, with some viewers believing it could be genuine evidence of giants, while others speculate it might be an object, antenna, or maybe another type of structure. Furthermore, similar videos have appeared across various platforms, including YouTube, Facebook, and X, showing comparable mysterious figures.
We noticed that there's a pile of a brush here. And as we look inside, we find out that something...
Brad's getting eaten alive.
Brad, let me climb out and let me get a look into this thing.
Oh.
Let me walk around it a little bit. First of all, some kind of creature has taken and piled tons and tons of leaves and branches to either camouflage or make a place to hide.
Jim Mills and a group of tourists exploring deep in the woods came across a peculiar sight, a cluster of trees that seemed to have been broken by immense force rather than machinery. Captivated by the scene, they began filming the unusual formation, leading to what happened next.
I get back to camp.
We see something moving on the hill above.
It's not really something.
Where?
Where is it? Is it like where those trees, like right on the other side of it?
No, it stopped and looking at us.
It's kind of looking at us.
I don't see it.
Moving now.
June 2001, video capture was seen to be a giant humanoid figure descending the Marble Mountains in Vietnam. Jim Mills, who led the expedition, and his team were astonished by the sight, which came to light again in 2020. Around the same period of time, another video surfaced online showing a similar scene, but this time from India. Both videos show what seems to be a towering humanoid figure descending this mountainside, leaving viewers both astonished and perplexed. Considering the distance from the mountaintop, it's very likely that this figure was an exceptionally tall human. But the shaky nature of Andrew's footage makes it difficult to definitively identify the figure. With similar videos emerging from different locations, the mystery deepens. Yo, could these sightings be linked? Or is there a more mundane explanation? What are your thoughts on these puzzling images? When flying, we typically brace ourselves for the usual surprises, like delays due to weather, subpar food, maybe a bit of turbulence. The list of minor inconveniences seems endless. However, it's not every day that we glance out the window and witness something truly bizarre. But that's exactly what happened to Dan Ispin, who was on a flight from Calgary to Vancouver in November of 2019. Here's what happened. Dennis noticed what seemed to be a glowing portal of light hovering near his airplane. At first, he just assumed it was just a lens flare or some reflection on the window. But when the object vanished behind the plane's wing, he realized this was not just a reflection. This was something entirely different. The weird and eerie disappearance left him confused and questioning what he had just saw. Initially, internet users were baffled and split, when it came down to their opinions on this. Some speculated it was merely a reflection from the plane, suggesting Dennis might have been mistaken, while others argued that it was something far more intriguing. Could this be an unusual phenomenon caught on camera that day? Well, many viewers suggested that what Dennis saw might be an atmospheric phenomenon involving ice crystals known as subsun, and upon closer examination, it does resemble this type of optical effect, where ice crystals in the air create bright spots near the sun. Like for comparison, here's another video from Glad Carrot YouTube channel, which captures what appears to be a subsun phenomenon. Although it bears a resemblance, the exact nature of Dennis's sighting remains uncertain. Do you guys think this was a subsun, a ball lightning, or something else entirely? Let me know your opinion on this mysterious sighting. In recent months, the ocean has been yielding a series of bizarre occurrences and unusual creatures washing up on shores. Our understanding of the deep sea is so limited, but a recent find on the beach in Yemen has added to the mystery. A peculiar and enormous creature was discovered, and this shit was captured on camera. This creature, whatever it might be, was huge, but it was clearly not a whale. At first, some speculated it could be a sea dragon, but after analyzing the video multiple times, I'm leaning towards the possibility of it being an exceptionally large squid, though I can't be certain. Researchers still haven't identified the creature conclusively, and even recently, another one, for instance, on March 31st, 2022, a just as equally perplexing creature was found on an Australian beach and shared by Instagram user 10Alex.
Alright, I was just going for my morning walk on the beach and I've stumbled across something weird. This is like one of those things you see when people claim that they found aliens. Look at it.
The video of this creature sparked a range of guesses from Montauk monster to a possum, but its true nature remains unknown. And notably, the creature's 5-fingered claws add to the enigma, contributing to its viral status. What do you guys think this could be? A result of genetic modification, or another strange, unknown phenomenon? Have any of you encountered anything like this before? I remember when I was younger and I got my first camera phone. I was thrilled and couldn't wait to start filming. I had a fascination for UFOs and extraterrestrials at the time. I still do. I pointed the camera at the sky hoping to capture, I don't know, something unusual. I envisioned recording a UFO, but of course, it was not that simple. And to this day, I've never managed to film a UFO myself, even though I'm certain I've seen a few. But many people have captured them by chance. It's incredible how so many of these sightings occur when it's least expected, often when people are just going about their daily lives. On the 7th of September, a terrifying storm descended upon Caracas, Venezuela. It began as a clear, sunny day, but within minutes, the sky darkened and a fierce lightning storm erupted. As some locals filmed the dramatic weather, they unintentionally captured something even more disturbing, an unexplainable and ominous sight that defied their understanding. This eerie footage has since sparked widespread curiosity and unease. What they recorded on camera has left many astonished. Did you catch that? A shadowy figure seems to rapidly descend from the sky in the footage. And at first, many people believe that it might be a raindrop on the lens or some other lens anomaly. But a closer examination reveals that the object passes behind a building, ruling out the possibility of this being a raindrop. Given its speed and size, it also doesn't resemble a bird or any known object. This object seems to move with an unnaturally fluid motion, adding to this mystery. Interesting, ain't it? The plot thickens further as Juan Tarantino, who was filming the same thunderstorm, captured a similar phenomenon, but from a different angle. Here's what he documented. Yo, did y'all notice that? After the lightning illuminates the sky, a bright streak appears, followed by what seems to be a rapidly descending object. When the video is paused, it becomes apparent that there are actually two objects, not just one. And zooming in, one of these objects resemble a pod or possibly even a shadowy figure. The nature of these objects remains a complete mystery, and once these videos were shared online, the amount of confusion it brought amongst viewers worldwide, it was intense. Some people suggest it might be a bird or a CGI effect, but the size and the movement of the object in one video, it seemed too large and unusual to be any known animal. And with multiple videos showing this similar phenomena, the likelihood of CGI is low. Other people speculate that these might be angels or otherworldly entities, similar to those depicted in films like War of Worlds. And despite these theories, pinpointing the exact nature of these objects is challenging, man. The fact that these sightings occurred during a dramatic storm only adds to the intrigue, making it even harder to determine what might have been captured on camera. Like, did these creatures bring the storm? As more people review these videos, the mystery continues to deepen.
Con el dedo sí se alcanza a ver bien, güey. Ahorita se los paso.
Sin size up there.
In 2023, the world of strange and mysterious phenomena was experiencing a notable surge. The following story is one of the most bizarre I've come across. Around March 2023, reports emerged of people waking up to find their cars covered in an unusual white dust falling from the sky. And at first, there was confusion over its origin. Some speculated it was the smoke from a fire, but it proved otherwise. Concerned, locals called the authorities to investigate, which led to a flurry of theories about this mysterious substance. Things took an even stranger turn a few months later in Malaga, Spain. Judith Levy, an internet user, discovered a bizarre, jelly-like substance on her cat after a hailstorm. Remarkably, her car wasn't parked under any trees. It was in her garage. Interested, Judith filmed the substance and shared the footage online. Many viewers suggest that the jelly-like material resembled nanotech, or even resembling something like the black goo.
Esto es granizo porque esto tiene pinta de ser gelatina. Mirad, o sea, esto es granizo.
Some even wondered if it was related to the earlier white dust, hinting at a possible connection between these mysterious occurrences. As these strange phenomena continue to unfold, they leave us questioning what could be behind these unusual events.
What the